One of the most daunting tasks that an individual must undergo is to part with the belongings of someone who has died. It may be a parent, and the entire house must be cleaned out. It may be a child's room, and it's too painful to enter that space. It may be a spouse, and their aftershave or cologne is still lingering on a dress shirt hanging in the closet. We've all heard of or endured this task in our life. In my grief recovery classes, people ask me, when is it time to clean out their belongings? Do I have to get rid of anything? How can I clean out an entire house? And there aren't answers for this. Please keep in mind, every grief is different, so you will need to determine the correct answer for you. I am merely here to offer some sound suggestions that have worked in the past for me and those I've helped along the other side of grief. First, the timetable must be yours. I understand that we all have well-intentioned family members or friends who think they are going to do us a favor by saving us the pain of having to do this task. But we need to speak up and tell those around us to please respect our grief and allow us to do this. This timetable may not be as flexible and forgiving for some. Sometimes we need to clean out a house or a room for reasons of selling the house or making room for something else that is necessary. If this is the case, you will need to move forward with the next step. If it is not necessary to begin immediately, then you will know when the time is right to begin this process. I've had clients get rid of their husband's entire wardrobe days after he died, and those who still have his dress clothes hanging in the closet 5 years later. This is your decision when to begin. Second, when you are ready to go through the deceased belongings, I highly encourage you to have someone who loves you and who you trust by your side. If you are from out of state for the task or you have no one, there are businesses who can step in and help you with this part. The reason you want to have someone there with you is to keep you on task. When we start opening drawers and closets, we may be flooded with memories and become paralyzed by the task at hand. It's okay to share memories as you move through your day. It is perfectly fine while you cry, while you work. This is very healing and will help you with your grieving process. But please keep in mind the objective of the day is to clean out belongings. Also remember to be kind to yourself. If you are overwhelmed and need a break, please take one. If you discover this is more than you can handle and you need help, ask for it. This is a time in your life when you should surround yourself with like-minded people. The third is the most practical advice I will give. Take one room, one dresser, one drawer, if necessary, at a time. Put everything in the middle of the room or on a table, and each thing you touch needs to be put into one of 3 piles. Pile A are those things you simply cannot live without. These are the most precious memories for you and will make you smile when you touch them. Pile B is for those things you just aren't sure of. The possessions you know meant something to your loved one, but you're not quite sure why you're hanging on to it. Pile C is for those things that you know you need to just donate or trash. We all have things like this in our own house, and our loved one has them too. Put trash in a container and put the possessions in a third pile to be donated to the place of your choice. Phew. That may have taken you an hour, a day, and in some cases a week. The emotional energy and the physical energy you have spent are well spent. You are honoring the loved one you love by handling their property with dignity and respect. Now, what do you do with those piles? Pile A, you take home or you find a home for it. Pile B, you box up and put it in the garage or a storage unit to be revisited in a month or 2. And then next month, you do the 3-pile method on pile B again. Pile C, you make the call and you have a nonprofit come pick it up, or you take it to a charity of your choice. Sometimes you simply cannot do this task and you need help. As I stated before, there are local companies that will help you downsize and disperse the possessions you need taken care of. There are auction companies that will come in and take care of everything for you and just hand you a check when they are done. You may want to ask family members to get together for this task, make it a celebration of the life of that person by sharing good memories of the home, the dishes, the clothes, have a meal together, and make it a good thing you are together. There is no right or wrong way to handle this job. Just be sure you don't give in to peer pressure and give away things you may regret as soon as they leave the house. That's why there's a pile B. We all have possessions, and one day someone will have to go through our things. Take the time to share your things with those you love while we're all together here, and let those you love, know the memories behind your possessions. It will make the task a little easier for them to bear when the time comes.